Good evening, everybody. This is Sue Sanders, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm also known as Susie Q. Welcome to my 2 on Thursday live class, where I will show you how to make 2 really simple cards tonight. Plus, I'm going to show you some brand new products out of our mini catalog. So here's the front. I can't show it to you yet. But if you want to receive a mini catalog and you have not ordered from me, please let me know and I will be happy to send you one. Hello, Beverly. Welcome tonight. I'm so glad that you were able to join us.
Anna's on today.
Anna.
From YouTube World.
Hi, Anna, from my YouTube viewers. Welcome tonight. One of these days I am going to get everything figured out to where I can see comments from both YouTube and Facebook. Until then, I have my wonderful assistant, my daughter, and she is monitoring the YouTube. And
Anna from Florida.
Hi, Anna from Florida. Welcome. And I am kind of watching the comments on Facebook. So, as I was saying, if you do not have a current demonstrator, I would be happy to be your demonstrator. I don't care where you live at in the United States. We can get together and chat, and I will be happy to send you not only the mini catalog, but one of the annual catalogs as well. If you have ordered from me, you will automatically get one of these in the mail. I just received these on Tuesday. I'm sorry, I received them on Monday night late, and then Tuesday I left to go to a little town in Missouri called Arrow Rock, and I got something off of my bucket list, which was to stay in a B&B. So we had a wonderful time, 3-generation little getaway for a couple of days. So these were the cards that I made.
Take a breath. I'm already worn out. We're only 3 minutes in.
I've been going like 90 to nothing since we got home today about 3 o'clock. It was like, okay, I got to get cards made for tonight because I hadn't designed those yet. I have to get another card designed for my class tomorrow. I wanted to do my unboxing of all my new products. So it's just been a whirlwind. We scarfed down Wendy's 5 for $5 for dinner tonight, and that was so. Anyway, here we are.
We're a hot mess.
We are a hot mess. So these were made last week on the 10th, and our winner is Karen Bond from Jeff City, Missouri. So congratulations, Karen, for winning those. I think I had mentioned last week that I may not be on live tonight, that it was going to be a recorded one. Well, that didn't happen because it didn't get recorded before I left. So we are doing it live. I'm going to go ahead and make up a couple of simple cards because I wanted to leave enough time to go through the new product.
You don't want to stick around for that.
Yes, you won't want to miss the new product because I have a couple of sweets. I have the paper for my paper share. So it's going to be fantastic to see all the new product from the mini catalog. So tonight I am using something fancy for my greetings, and I am using color and contour. I'm going to use the little spots, the little I call blob spots. Okay, so we're going to be using those 2 stamp sets tonight, and we are going to be using Misty Moonlight and Bubble Bath. I'm going to make you all dizzy for here just a second. I'm going to move my camera closer to me so that I can have more area. Okay, so those are the 2 inks that we're going to be using. And this is the card that we're going to make. So it's a fun fold, gate fold. Dutch card, Dutch door. Okay, so this is the card that we're going to make. So we'll set that aside, and we are using Bubble Bath for our card base. And this measures 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then we have another little bit of trimming to do on that. We have a piece of basic white regular stock paper, and that measures 4 1/4 by, 4 by 5 1/4, excuse me. And then we have a piece of Misty Moonlight, and I took my little ruler with me. So let me get Dorothy's. This piece of Misty Moonlight measures 1 3/4 by 4 1/4. Hi, Karen. Oh, you're stuck in a meeting. I thought you retired, girlfriend. That's not good. You won last week's cards.
Cherie's watching from YouTube World.
Hi, Cherie from YouTube World. Then I have a piece of Designer Series paper that measures 2 1/4 by 4 inches. I have a piece of, it was a piece of scrap of Misty Moonlight, and I've already punched out my circle. And then I have a piece of scrap basic white that we're going to do our greeting on. So that's just a piece of scrap to cut our circle out of, or to punch our circle out of. Okay. All right. So the first thing that we're going to do, excuse me, is we're going to do a little trimming on our card base. So what we have to do is we'll get our trimmer out here.
Cherie couldn't find us on Facebook.
If you go to my Facebook page, Cherie, you should be able to find me. I don't understand that. But if you're watching from YouTube, that's okay too, because Dorothy's watching those comments. So she's letting me know who's on YouTube. All right. So once you have your basic card base, then what you're going to do is you're going to open it up, and you are going to measure over, whoops, you're going to lay it with the 5 1/4 inch at the top. You're going to lay it to 3 inches down here, and you're going to cut off just to our score line. And one thing that I love about our trimmer is that it will go, and you might not be able to see it on camera, but you can kind of see over here on this side the 4 1/4 mark. So there's my 4 1/4. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it at the 4 1/4, the long ways, which is the 8.5 side. And now I'm going to slice up to that 3 inch mark. And what I do is I kind of hold my little piece here until I can pull it out without any ripping. So there we have our card base, and we're going to fold it back the opposite way. So now we've just kind of cut 2.5 inches off of that Bubble Bath cardstock. And then what I usually do, because it has kind of a little rough edge on it, I just take my bone folder and I smooth that out. Okay, now you can use this for your base of this piece here if you wanted to. For this particular card, I wanted to use the Misty Moonlight, so I'm not using that little piece of scrap, but it will definitely go back into my scrap envelope with my Bubble Bath. All right, so let's go ahead and lay down. Okay, what happened to my... I am missing a piece of paper. What did I do with it?
Paper, where are you at?
Yes, I'm hunting for you. Where are you? Well, we'll just... Do I have it over here when I cleaned off my desk? I think I might. Here it is. found it. I can quit looking. So this is a piece of Designer Series paper. And these are both from that Delightfully Eclectic set that you get, that big mega pack. I love that set of paper. So this piece of designer paper measures 4 by 2 3/4, and we're going to attach that to the bottom opening of our card. And I'm just using my Stampin' Seal Plus. That is my go-to tape. And then my multi-purpose glue I do use a lot too. So we're just going to lay this piece down and center it on our bottom layer. This is a really easy card and can be used for just about any occasion. Now we're going to take our, and this is cut just a little bit too wide. So this is 2 1/2, so this needs to be 2 3/4. It is, but this is 2 1/4. This needs to be 2 1/2. Let me trim this down a bit. So what did I say? It is 2 3/4. It needs to be 2 1/2. That's what happens when you get into a rush trying to cut. And you're like, oh yeah, I got it just a little bit too big. There we go. That's much better. Because I wanted just a very small little border around there. So we're going to attach that now to our Misty Moonlight. This tape is very sticky. Okay. Like I said, this is a very simple card and it's easy, and you can make it look just as simple or as extravagant as you want. So now we have all that paper. We're going to take this piece, our basic white for the inside, and we're going to take those little splatter dots that I have here, and I need to get a piece of scrap paper because we're going to be stamping off. And I'm just using my paper or my Stamparatus mat for my extra mat here. All right. So we're going to take, and in our bubble bath, we're going to ink our stamp up in the view here. We're going to stamp off and we're going to stamp it. Whoops, that's not the right side I want. And all this is going to do is just give us some texture on the back piece so that it just doesn't look so white. Sometimes I like to see a little bit of color, especially on a card like this. And you want to make sure that you're turning your stamp when you're doing a background stamping. And even though all of this may or may not show sometimes when you're making particular cards, I always just cover all of it so that I know that when I get done, I have. So it's just a little bit of a texture with those little spots. Now, I do know that I've got some rough areas here on this piece. So we're just going to smooth those out with my bone folder.
I can always tell when you've had to move your camera.
Yeah, it's
Because
well, that, and I think somebody might have been in my room while I was gone. I don't know. Okay. All right. So we're done with, no, we're not done with our bubble bath. The next thing that we're going to do is on our scrap piece of basic white. Now, there's two different ways you can do this. I had done it one way, but then I realized I couldn't use that stamp because it's no longer available. and we don't have one anymore. It's kind of like a blob stamp that's all, oh, let me think what's the word I want. It's all a solid stamp, and then you can stamp it off and you get a very light color. So instead of using one that's not available anymore, I'm just going to use my blending brush, and this is one of the mini ones, and I'm just going to lightly go in a circular motion to give this circle just a little bit of a pink hue to the center.
You
And
can't really see it on camera.
You can't really see it on camera. This one I did a little bit darker so that you could see it. So we can go a little darker with this.
But Anna said she was not in your room messing with your stuff.
Anna, were you here in Missouri? I'm telling you, I can't leave for nothing. Okay. But I can tell you that I am done traveling for a while. Okay. I am done. I am ready to.
Until we figure out what we're doing for Christmas.
Yes, until we figure out what we're going to do for Christmas. But I'm done going places. I got to get down to business here and get my class ready for October for my Christmas card class. And I just got 1,000,001 things to do. So you can't tell on camera, but it is tinted pink. Now we're going to come in with our Misty Moonlight. And from the one stamp set, Something Fancy, I'm using the words, "May the good you do come back to you." And we're going to stamp that right in the center of where we inked it with that bubble bath. Okay. And while we have the ink out, we're going to take the same stamp set and we're going to use the words "thank you." And we are going to kind of put it towards the center of our card because we don't want it to be seen until you open that flap. So there is our thank you. So our stamping is done. And my cleaner, where, oh, there it is. Found it over here.
Anna's traveling right now from Florida to Massachusetts.
Wow. Well, so Anna, do you have a demonstrator down in Florida? Or are you a demonstrator? Doesn't matter to me one way or the other. I don't mind if demonstrators watch me stamp because I watch other demonstrators and gain a lot of knowledge from them. All right, so let's go ahead and put our inside piece down here. All right, and see, I could have probably gone up just a tad bit, but that's okay. It's not gonna matter too bad. So we're gonna go ahead and apply our adhesive to the back of this. Center that in our inside. So what are you going to Massachusetts for, Anna? Okay, now we're going to take, now these punches are no longer available, but you can do that. You can do the same thing with the stylish stitched shapes. Or a lot of people have punches. This is a 2-inch and a 1 1/4 inch. So I use the 2-inch for my Misty Moonlight circle. And now I'm going to take my 1 3/4 inch and I'm going to punch out my greeting for the front. So I'm just going to kind of center that. And you could do this with any shape. You wouldn't even have to do it with the circles. I just like the circles and I really wish that they would bring the circles back. So we're going to attach these with our multi-purpose glue. So yes, we had some exciting things this week when we were gone to Arrow Rock, Missouri. It's a historical town, and I can tell you that my granddaughter, who is 13, is not much into historical landmarks. Okay, so our next 3-generation trip is not going to be to a historical place, but she did have fun at the bed and breakfast, and our hostess was so nice and sweet. Okay, so now we've got this and we're ready to attach it. The thing you want to remember is that you don't want to attach and put tape on all of it. You want to just put it down towards the bottom. Daisy just came to visit. If you don't know who Daisy is, that is my daughter's service dog, and she likes to come over and be with us while I am stamping. So now I'm going to place this on the front, kind of centering that. And here you go. So there is our first card. So let me know what you think about that card, ladies. I think it turned out really cute. You can add embellishments there if you want. You can pop things up if you want. The cost of postage, I'm trying to do embellishments on those cards that I'm going to give to people and not necessarily to send. So that is card number 1. Let me get that moved out of the way.
Anna's going to visit her daughter, and
she's got a demonstrator. Well, Anna, you have fun visiting your daughter. That sounds like a great time. All right, so that card is done. And now we're going to do card number 2. Now, card number 2, ladies, we are using brand new product tonight, and we are going to make a Christmas card. I know you'll say, maybe it's too early for Christmas, but it's never too early to start, especially if you have a lot of Christmas cards you're going to send. So these are the supplies we're going to be using. We're going to be using shaded spruce for our ink. We are going to be using the new Christmas Classic stamp set. And this does come in a bundle. I'm sorry, this is a bundle, but it comes in a suite, and you can get another stamp set and the paper and embellishments and stuff. However, I chose to just do one bundle for this, and then I got the paper. So these are the die. So it's got a very intricate die that's going to cut out a square. Then it has some holly berries and a holly leaf, some other kind of foliage. And then it has this die, which we're using tonight. So it's one big die that's got the decorative holly. And then it has 2 little decorative punches, the pine bough, and then a holly leaf. And then it also has this dog greeting on, and we're using that tonight as well. So that is in the new Christmas catalog. I'm sorry, it's the new mini catalog, not just Christmas, because it does have fall and Halloween. I don't do too much Halloween stuff, and the stamps that we're going to be using out of this set, we're going to be using the Merry and the Christmas, and then we're going to use this on the inside of the card. Okay, so the paper that I'm using is from the Paper Pack Joyful, I believe. Let me pull it up here. It's down here by my feet. Yes, Joy of Christmas. And this is one of the patterns in there. I'm going to show you the rest of the patterns at the end of this video. So what I did was I used Real Red and a piece of that Joyful Christmas. And that is cut at 4 1/4. I'm sorry, boy, I'm getting my measurements all mixed up. 5 1/4 by 4 is my designer series paper. And then my card is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. On the inside, I have a piece of the 5 1/4 by 4 basic white. And see, then I used my bow punch or stamp to punch down there in the corner. I haven't decided on what greeting for the inside, so it will be left blank for you if you win that. All right, so let's get started on that. I also used the
When do we get the catalog?
when do you get the catalog? If you are
That's
coming,
a Cherie question.
if you are coming to card class tomorrow, you will get your catalog tomorrow. If you are not coming to class tomorrow, then it will be mailed to you. So Beverly, I will be mailing yours out. All right, now
Anna said this is a set that she's gonna have to must have.
This is a must-have for you. It is very pretty. It's different than what we've had before. Some of it, we've had pine boughs before and pine cones and things like that. But I really like the dies in this set because I like this part of it. Then for the little berries that I put here, they're called festive enamel dots. This one here, they had it mismarked last year, but they do have some red little pearls. So that's what we use. That's what I'm using on that to kind of make my berries. So let's get started with this. So there are my 2 die cuts that I've already die cut. Here is the piece of paper, and this is the back of it. So it's a piece of green, and you can barely see some of the leaves and things, a little textured background on that paper. And then our inside piece. So we're going to go ahead and attach our designer series paper to the front of our card. So whereabouts in Florida are you, Anna? I've got some friends that live down in Tampa. She's in the Air Force. And so she lives down there on the Air Force base. Okay, so we've got that laid down there. And this paper doesn't really have a direction. It can go whichever way you want it. So that's the way I'm doing it. Now we're going to do our stamping. And like I said, we're going to use shaded spruce for our ink. And again, I'm going to stamp off so that it's not real dark on the inside of my card. So here is my branch. I'm going to stamp off. Oh, Daisy. Then I'm going to stamp it. Stamp off again. Stamp it. So that just kind of decorates the bottom of our card. And now we're going to use the Merry Christmas. And after I stamped my example one, I thought, well, the Merry was a little bit too far away from the Christmas, so I made it closer. So yours will be a little bit closer. And I do have them both on my block at the same time, so I don't have to try to line them up after I've got it stamped. And we're going to just stamp this right in the center of that piece of white that I die cut. There we go. And now we're done with our inking. And most everybody has Christmas sayings that you can use, whether they're from current product or past product. I know I do. I don't get rid of most of my the word just skipped my mind. Greetings. So we're just going to layer that right there. Okay. Now, because I am putting pearls on here, Daisy, she can't get through. I've got stuff stacked up over here. She can't get through very easily, so she's not very happy. Yeah, she can't get back over there because I've got stuff stacked up over here by my desk, and she can't get through. So she was just telling us, hey, I'm over here and I want to get through. I am putting this up on dimensionals because I already have the pearls on there. So it's going to have pop up anyway for going through the mail. So I am just taking some of the regular size dimensionals and putting that on the back. I did try to put a mini dimensional on some of my berries, but they were too big, and to be quite honest with you, I was too lazy to cut them in half. Okay,
Anna lives 40 minutes from Tampa, north of Tampa.
You live 40 minutes north of Tampa. Well, you're fairly close then. Just taking off those little backings. Whoops. I have stuff stuck on my trash can. I can't even throw things away. Oh, I know you're talking to me, Daisy, but I can't play right now. We have not had our playtime for a few days, and she's letting me know that. All right, so I'm just going to put this in the center of my card. And while this looks very simple, it's still a very elegant card for Christmas, okay? And you could dress this up more if you wanted to. But now I'm going to go ahead and take my little red beads, pearls, and we are going to use our Take Your Pick tool. And I'm going to put one of these red pearls on each one of my, where it looks like it's the holly berries. So normally I just do a cluster of 3. However, with this one, I wanted holly berries all over it. So I am using quite a few more than 3. But it's Christmas, so it needs a lot of bling to it. And I got 2 more. Had just enough to do these 2 cards with. And because I liked to add something to my tag here, I thought that these silver ones would look really kind of pretty. So like I said, this one does have more pearls than what I normally do. So there is our card number 2. So what do you think about that, ladies? So here is, let me clean off my stamps, because if I don't, I will have such a mess with the new product. All right, stamps are cleaned off. Here is the 2 cards. I'm going to show them to you together. All of this stuff. All right, there was card number 1. And here's card number 2. And you could use this die and put it on this type of card. Okay, so those are the 2 cards. We will have a drawing next week to see who will win those cards. So good luck, everybody.
Sheree says those are so easy.
They are easy, but hey, I got home at 3 o'clock and had to go live by 7. And I had to eat, and I had to clean off my desk because I left it an atrocious mess the other day when I left Tuesday for Arrow Rock. So simple did it tonight. It was just one of those.
But they're easy and elegant, though, that you can.
That's right. You can just do anything you want with them and make them dressed up or dressed down. New catalog product, ladies. I am so excited. All right, what should we start with first? Let us start with, now I can't let you see the inside of this catalog yet, not till you get it in your own hands. So I am going to show you.
I can't believe that she's going to say this.
What?
She liked number 2 the best.
You like number 2, the Christmas card, only because it's Christmas. You like it because it's Christmas. All right, so we have a brand new fall set. And I have to tell you, I don't normally, was I peeking? I didn't mean to give y'all a peek. I don't normally buy a lot of fall sets because you don't use them very often. But when I seen this one, I absolutely fell in love with it. It comes with some pretty speckled dots, and we're going to open those. It comes with a Distress Tile 3D embossing folder. You might want to write this down on a little piece of paper, ladies. This can be found on page 42 and 43 of the new catalog. So when you see it, you'll be able to look in your catalog for it and not have to search. Now, the whole suite is $105.75, but I'm going to show you everything that you get with that. So here is the embossing folder, and I need to put this up against something. Let's put it up against this red.
Did you already get everything for that?
So there's the embossing folder. Okay, so that is just really, really pretty. I think, yep, that's it. Okay, so you get the dots, the enamel dots. You get the embossing folder. You get 2 spools of ribbon. It is the copper and natural ribbon. Look at this copper ribbon, ladies. I cannot wait to use this on a card. That chewing that you might hear is Daisy and her antler. Oh, hey, Daisy's just part of the show.
It's a 3-girl circus.
Yes, some people have babies crying. I have a dog chewing a bone. I always have difficulty getting my saran paper off of my ribbon. And I don't know why, but I do. There we go. Oh my, this is so soft. And look at the shine on that. Oh my goodness. Look at how easy it is to tie a bow, ladies. I'm tying it free-handed, not even with my bow maker.
Did you say it was soft?
Yes.
Ooh,
this
is soft too.
Is soft.
This looks like it should be
burlap. Yeah. But look at how pretty that bow is. That is so pretty. And then you also get this ribbon here that looks like it should be burlap, but it's not. It's really, really soft. So this combined with this and layered, I can see that really pretty on a card. Okay, so you get both of those ribbons and the dots and the embossing folder. So a lot of times when you see the cost of the suite, you think, oh, that is so expensive. But when you figure how much product you get for that, okay, you got to take that into consideration. This suite also comes with 2 packs of paper. It comes with some distressed or some oxide copper specialty paper, as well as the All About Autumn. I think 4 sheets. 4 sheets of each. Okay, so here are the dies for the autumn. So you have leaves and you have stems, you have a border, a couple of labels. No, bring it down. I'm up too far. Okay, so that is our die set. Go ahead and show you what these dots look like, because they are really cool. They have some little speckles on them. Daisy wants to get in my lap. Oops, I got 2 of them that are off my paper. I don't want to lose them. Okay, so can you see those? You can't really see the speckles too much on camera, I'm sure. We're going to fix these 2 that are coming off here so that they don't get lost. That little sucker's going to go back there. And that one goes back there. I love these These are Mossy Meadow, Moody Mauve, Crumb Cake, and Copper Clay. So that is, I don't think we've ever had any Mossy Meadow dots like that. So that's cool because Mossy Meadow is one of the papers that goes with this, the cardstock that goes with this designer series paper. All right, so sometimes these little envelopes that have that sticky stuff on it drive me nuts. So we just stick the sticky stuff down. All right, so there's that. Now we come to the stamps. So now you have I'm thankful for. Autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful with a grateful heart for all you do today and every day to have you as a friend. And then it has your leaves and the veins of your leaves for the stems. Okay. So the stamps and the dies are sold separately as a bundle. Then you can get each one of these elements separately. All right, so here's a sampling of the All About Autumn paper. And this will be in my paper share. And more information will be passed out tomorrow at class as well as on my blog. So here is one set or one side. So it's got some books. And then that's the other side. It's got gold in it. Here's some beautiful leaves, fall leaves. And then it's got more gold. That's like Mossy Meadow with the gold. This is like a leather chair. Very good for a masculine card. And it has Pretty Peacock, gold, and Mossy Meadow. There's some more fall leaves. Moody Mauve with the gold. Stop it. Here's a bookshelf for masculine cards. We all have difficulty with that. Copper Clay and gold. Fall pumpkins. Pretty Peacock with the gold. This is like Pretty Peacock, just with some textured lines in it. And now this is Moody Mauve and Pretty Peacock and very vanilla. There's an above view of some fall trees and foliage. Here's our Mossy Meadow with some more gold. We have just a piece of wood grain. And then the Moody Mauve with the gold. Here's a path of trees. These will make just really nice, simple cards with just a nice greeting on it and maybe a leaf or two cut out to send as a thank you card or a Thanksgiving card. There's some more that's the Copper Clay with the gold. This looks like a knitted sweater. And there's another design with the Pretty Peacock. And I love this piece that has the sun shining through the trees. And then here's another piece of very vanilla with the gold in it. So that is, and you get a full pack of this if you buy the suite or if you buy the full pack of paper. But in my paper share, you will get one piece of each print. And then you will get 2 pieces each of the oxidized copper. Okay, so you've got one that's more coppery and then one that's got the Pretty Peacock in it. All right, so that is one brand new suite that we have. And I love it. I loved it when I seen it, and I thought, I don't do very many fall cards because fall doesn't have very long in the season. But you can guess that we are going to make some fall cards for our club class that we have. So it won't be tomorrow, but probably in September, we are going to use this suite of products. Okay, the next thing that I want to show you, this is another fall set that I thought I could use with that paper pack. It's called the Rustic Crate, and it has the pumpkins and the corn and some foliage, and then you have a crate Every day with you is better. It even has some poinsettias. Blessed beyond measure for you. Good things take time. So this is a bundle, and this has the matching dies to it. And one reason I got this set was because it actually has a crate that you can die cut. So I thought that was kind of cool because you can use a crate for multiple things throughout the year.
You can put flowers in it.
Yeah, you could put flowers in it. You could make it for a masculine card. All kinds of things. And I have not even looked at some of this stuff, ladies, because like I said, it came in late the night before we were leaving. So here we have, this is for the poinsettias, a die. Here's our crate. Here's a piece of the crate, and it already has the score lines to make it. This is a little label that you can put on your crate. These are the crate hinges and things. It has a pair of gloves. And then it has the dies to cut out the pumpkins and the sunflowers, as well as the foliage. So, and then it has a handle like for the crate as well. So I'm anxious to play with that set. Because you can use that crate for the springtime or for the summertime. Okay, all right. Now, there is a suite of products that is snowflakes. However, I didn't get the snowflake dies, or that doesn't go with that.
This is your other.
Yeah, that's my other bundle. This is the snowflake bundle or snowflake suite right there. Doesn't it come with that? No. This is a standalone. This is a standalone 3D embossing folder, and it's for snowflakes. And I love snowflakes. I love snowmen. I love snowflakes. So this one here is a 3D embossing folder. We're going to do the same thing.
It goes with the berry.
It goes with the what? You can tell me.
A berry Christmas.
Okay, so this goes with a berry Christmas suite, which includes a stamp set, a bear punch. I can tell them what comes with it. They can't see it. I don't have it. It's all right. What are they going to do? Fire me? So there you can kind of see what that embossing folder it does. It's got little dots for snowflakes, but then it actually has some snowflakes. So I just wanted to get that to start using for some Christmas cards that we're going to make for our October class. So that is a new product. All right. Now here is another suite that I purchased to work with. And this is called, I'm sorry. This one is called the Winter Meadow. Okay. And with it, you get some white gross grain and silver ribbon. Again, it's got that plastic stuff on it that I can't get off ever. But this is really pretty ribbon, and I can see using this for so many other cards. I love silver. A lot of people prefer the gold, but I'm kind of like a silver gal, I guess. I don't know. Try to get that open for me, please. I'll open these. These are the Faceted Gems Trio Pack. These are so pretty. Oh my gosh. So here are the trio gems, okay? It looks like, give me the colors that are in this, Dorothy, please, for the gems.
Lost Lagoon.
Lost Lagoon.
White.
Smoky Slate. And Smoky Slate. Aren't those beautiful? I love those. Those are just like one of my new favorite embellishments. So that is the embellishments that come with this suite. Okay, get that back in there. Okay, so this ribbon is very soft, and it also is going to be easy to tie for a bow.
It's not scratchy like
It's
that
not
one ribbon
scratchy
was
like
that
the
year.
one. Yeah, we had a real heavy shimmer ribbon, but it was really stiff, and it didn't make real nice soft looking bows. But I like this ribbon. This is really pretty. So that's ribbon that comes with it. Then you get a bundle with your stamps and your dies. And this whole suite is
$96.50.
this is $96.50 for the suite. So everything that I'm showing you right now, you get for $96.50. And it's called the Magical Meadow. So here are the dies. You have 2 sheets of them actually. So you have several dies that match our stamp set. Okay, so here's the stamp set, and it is the red rubber, and my assistant has not put mine together yet because we just got it, you know.
I was gonna say.
So you have a die to cut this if you stamp it, but then you also kind of have a die that will just die cut it. So there's a lot of possibilities with this. Then there's what I kind of call a blob stamp, but this blob stamp has trees in it, and then you can die cut it out. But there's also a die cut that will kind of emboss snowflakes, I think. So this is going to be interesting to use. And then this one here also has a die cut that matches it. So that's going to be cool. And all those little berries, you don't have to cut them one at a time. You got a whole bunch of them that cuts 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 berries at one time. I would definitely suggest using the adhesive sheets on those berries when you die cut them, and make sure that you keep track of them all. All right, so that is the dies. And this also comes with some gorgeous, gorgeous paper, ladies. Okay, so this is the paper pack. You get a 12 by 12 pack of paper that's Winter Meadow. And it coordinates with Basic Black, Blueberry Bushel, Garden Green, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Moody Mauve, Pebbled Path, Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, and Smoky Slate. Then you also get a second pack of 12 by 12 paper that is the Snowflake Magic, and you get 6 sheets of 3 different designs. And I have those already cut down for my paper share. My assistant getting them ready for me.
I have this thing popping up.
Oh, I have to figure something out. This is all paper share stuff. This is Winter Meadow. That's not it. That's Winter Meadow. All right, so let me show you what is in these packages for the 12 by 12. Now, the specialty paper is only one-sided, but here is the 3 sheets that you get in this. So you would have, what did I say? It was 3 sheets of the paper. Yeah, you get 2 of each one of these colors. So you get 2 of this one, 2 of the white one, and 2 of this. If you go into my paper share, you'll get 1 sheet, 1 6 by 6 of each of the 3 colors. And that kind of just keeps the cost down on my paper share. All right, here is the paper for the 12 by 12, the designer series paper. So here is one side, and you flip it over, and there you have that side. And this is the paper that kind of matches this side. Okay, so it kind of goes together, fits together somehow. And then that's the other side of it. It's got kind of like falling snowflakes. So that is that. Then you have a piece of I think this is probably like the smoky slate. And then you have the grays and blacks with deer. So then you have the Lost Lagoon, I think this is called, with the berries.
It goes with Pretty Peacock,
Pretty Peacock, okay.
Lost Lagoon,
Lost Lagoon,
Misty Moonlight,
okay.
Blueberry Bushel,
This is Blueberry Bushel.
Moody Moss.
Okay, so you get a smoky
Smoky
slate, and then this is like the Moody or the Blueberry Bushel and Misty Moonlight. This is Blueberry Bushel. Ooh, look at this pretty one. I like that. Really like that one. So those two are one piece. And then you get this and this as one piece. So you get all of these. You'll get these sheets here in 6x6 in the paper share. So if you'd like to have a paper share, you can let me know. The paper share is going to be
$40.
$40 for the paper share. But if you buy the entire suite, you get both of these big 12x12 packs. Okay. All right. So now that is that suite. Okay. So now I am parched. I'm going to take a drink, and then we're going to go into the other papers.
Cherie said that's going on her wish list.
Okay. So let's look at the other papers that we have in the paper share, ladies. So in the Joyful, which is part of the suite that I used the one stamp set tonight out of, this is the specialty paper. Okay, so you have just one-sided of this paper. It's not double-sided. So you have the green check, you have a gold wood grain, then you have some cherry cobbler with music notes, and then you have some gold with the berries. Okay, so this is the specialty paper, and you get eight sheets, 8 12x12 sheets. And then for the paper share, you would get 2 sheets each. So this is what you would get for your paper share. So you would actually get 2 pieces of each of these papers. Okay, so that's part of the Joyful. This is the other paper that you get with the Joy of Christmas. So you get this sheet, and on the back of that, you have music notes. Then you have green leaves. And on the back of that, you just have some real red paper. You have some red checked, and then some brown music notes. You have some brown wood grain with green gingham. And I'm not much on great big prints with all of this going on, but I do like this paper. So that's the front side, and then the B side is more wood grain. This is the paper that we used tonight on our card, and on the back of that is the green. So you would get all of these for the paper share, because that gives you a front and back of each designer paper. Right. This is the Berry Christmas. And like I said, this does come in a bundle with my computer just came unplugged, with a bear punch.
Oh, your computer.
Oh, we don't want to do that.
I wondered why my screen went dark.
So here's the paper in that. It's called Berry Christmas. So you have bears on one side and like a knit sweater on the other. Here's some polar bears, and then this paper This is the top of this. You would get that. And then you also have the snowflakes. So everybody would get a picture of polar bears. Here's another piece that those don't match. How's that go? I must have pulled out. I don't know how that goes. There we go. Here we go. Here's how it goes together. I cut the heads off. But then you've got another sweater print. Here's some Christmas trees. And on the back of that, you have some more polar bears with trees. I think this is really cute, the paw prints with the packages. And then on the back of that, you have some snowflakes. Here's Christmas presents. And on the back of that, you have the green. This goes with balmy blue and crumb cake, crushed curry, flirty flamingo, lemon lolly, misty moonlight, mossy meadow, night of navy, old olive, pecan pie, real red, and very vanilla. So that's really cute paper to make several different kinds of Christmas cards out of. I can see like that little, the one that we made tonight with the little gatefold. Okay, here is the Oh Holy Night 12 by 12 paper. And in the paper pack, this is the paper that you would get. So one side is the dark snowflake stars, and then the back. This is the front piece. Whoops. This is the front piece. That's the back side. And here's the front. You get this, and then on the back of that, you have this, and this with this, and then this is like one piece, but it goes and flips over like this. So that's the Oh Holy Night. She's telling me to hurry up. This is the Merry, Bold, and Bright. So this is the more whimsical paper, modern paper. So that's...
Who likes this paper? Because I have mixed emotions and Mom doesn't like it.
It's not my favorite paper. Some of this doesn't look like Christmas to me, but that's just me. So here's the A and B sides of it. So, you know, we've had some striped paper like that I've used for birthday. Same way with that. Then here's some Christmas trees that are going different directions and stripes. Then we have this with some trees. So this would not be my ultimate favorite, but I can see some possibilities in making cards with that. Okay, this is another specialty paper, and this is, I'm trying to look for the name. Oh, I think this goes with the Oh Holy Night set because it's just one-sided, and my helper cut duplicates. So there's those.
That's called Shining Brightly.
Shining Brightly. And so I do think that this is in the Oh Holy Night suite.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So this again is just one-sided, which is great for us. We don't have to decide which side we want to use, right? So that's the paper in that pack.
Is that part of your paper that you just looked at?
Mm-hmm.
I had it separated for you, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't tell me.
My assistant had it separated for me. I just grabbed the wrong package. I've already showed you that. Let's see. Oh, this is the Walk in the Forest paper. It's really kind of cute. And this does have that bear punch. So here's side A and B. Side A and B. This is in the very beginning of the catalog. A and B. I love these with the little bear cubs. So A and B, and then that could go that direction. Here's some Christmas trees and some snowflakes. A and B, and this is striped. So these would make really nice masculine cards for birthdays in December. Okay, oops, just dropped that.
What did
I've
you just
already
drop?
just a tag that says what it is. I've already showed you this paper. Okay. This is the garden walk. This is one that is not really fall or Christmas, but it is a 12 by or a 6 by 6 pack. So that's, and you would get one each of these sheets. So this is side A and side B, A and B, A, I like that, and B, A and B. So this has a lot of different possibilities, and there is a stamp set and dies, I believe, that goes with this. I just got the paper right now, so that is all of the papers. I do not do the Halloween paper in my paper shares because I don't do Halloween cards. However, I plan on getting some of the glow-in-the-dark paper because I think that would be cool to make a birthday card out of.
That goes with an oval punch.
Yes. Oh, this goes with the new oval punch, which is right here, and it does have a,
and it's called Garden Walk.
okay, it is a suite, and it's called Garden Walk, and it has this punch to it, and it also has what
it has the modern garden blooming pearl.
okay, it comes with blooming pearls, and it also has a spool of ribbon that I did not get. So I will probably order the ribbon and the flower stamps if I can get this open. Why do things have to be cantankerous, this plastic stuff? Okay, so these are the pearls that go with that suite. So that is the new products, ladies. I hope that you will let me know if you need a catalog. I will be happy to send it to you. We will draw for the cards that we made tonight. Again, it was a Christmas card and a thank you card. So those cards will be drawn for next week. And we will see you all later, everybody. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Bye.